Hello and welcome back to Shulchan Aruch HaRav. We continue in Hilchos Shmah Siman Samech and we pick it up with Sif Gimel. Im Shachach lahaniach tzitzis tefillin. If a person forgot to put on his tzitzis or tefillin before davening, and now he finds himself in the middle of Shema, Yeshayim, some say sheyachal hafsik bein haprakim lahanichon ulevarach aleim, that you could interrupt between paragraphs and put them on and make a bracha on them. Yeshayim, some say tefillin only mipnei shechayva likres uzpal bohen, since it's an obligation to daven and say Shema while wearing them, in order to completely accept the yoke of heaven. For that, that you could interrupt when you put them on and make a bracha in the middle of Shema. Aval tzitzis, but the tzitzis ain't a chayvus haguf. Tzitzis is not a physical obligation on your body; it's on a garment that has four corners. Shim ain't a love talis. If you don't have a garment with four corners, if you're not wearing such a thing, potim tzitzis. You don't have to wear tzitzis. We go out of our way to buy this garment that we call the talis cotton or abakanfois, the four cornered garment, so that we can be mekayim the mitzvah tzitzis. You'll recall we talked about this in Hilchei Tzitzis. Nevertheless, you don't really have an obligation to wear this garment. We do it so we can wear the tzitzis. But if you don't have them on, you can you can read Shema without wearing this garment, without wearing your big talis as well. Kivin she'eino love talis, you don't have a talis hachayeves b'tzitzis. You're not wearing a garment that's obligated in tzitzis, so you're not fulfilling the mitzvah that you're obligating, because you're not actually obligated in it at that moment. Lefikach, and because of that, also lahafsik b'berchason, you can't make a bracha on them in the middle of Shema. Fil ben haprakim shel kriya Shema u'berchasa, even in between the paragraphs or between the brachas. Ella loisham b'loy bracha, you should put the tzitzis on without making the bracha, put on the talis without making the bracha. And then after davening, you move them around, and then make a bracha. That's how you should do it in a practical situation. Sivdal, lanias kaddish u'kedusha baruch u'meidim. As far as responding to kaddish, heshmei rabba, and kedusha and baruch and meidim, mafsik, you have to interrupt in the middle of Shema. Feel be'emtza parak, even in the middle of a paragraph. Feel be'emtza pasuk, even in the middle of a pasuk. She mafsik. Because if we're permitted to interrupt because we're afraid of somebody, or we're allowed to respond because of kavod for a human, certainly all the more so for the kavod of Hashem. And it's for the same reason that if you hear the sound of re'emim like thunder, you can also interrupt because of the kavod that you're giving to Hashem by making a bracha for the miracles that He's made in the world. Have a terrific day.